So the trial continues for the mother of high school mass shooter Ethan Crumbley. Jennifer Crumbley is facing 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter herself after her son opened fire at Oxford High School in 2021, killing 4 and wounding several others in what became the deadliest school shooting in Michigan history. Jennifer is in court for giving her son access to that gun. And now we're starting to hear from the first witnesses, as a lawyer for Jennifer Crumbley says she intends to take the stand and testify in her own defense. For more on all of this, ABC's Trevor Ault joins us now. Trevor, today marked day 4 of the trial proceedings. So break down sort of the highlights of what we've seen so far.
Yeah, Phil, so the bulk of the testimony today has been going over the messaging between Jennifer Crumbley and her husband and her son, and also some of her friends. We heard some testimony from a cell phone forensics expert who also responded to the scene of this mass shooting, and he testified that Jennifer Crumbley actually deleted her messages on Facebook between her and her husband, that they had to get a search warrant to go back and recover them. And what it did is essentially paint a picture of the history leading up to that shooting. What the prosecution said were many missed warning signs about her son's deteriorating mental health as Jennifer Crumbley and her husband James bought him a weapon, and then he took that gun and killed 4 of his fellow classmates. They talk about one instance in which he was texting his mother, claiming he saw a demon in the house. And when she didn't reply, he said, "Can you at least text back?" She didn't text back. It took about an hour and a half before she eventually called him. And they also have some messages, Phil, that I want to read, in which the prosecution said he had reached out to what they say is his only friend regarding his mental health. And he said, quote, "It's gotten to the point where I have asked my dad," let me make sure I get you the exact quote here. The shooter said, "I actually asked my dad to take me to the doctor yesterday, but he just gave me some pills and told me to suck it up. Like, it's at the point I'm asking to go to the doctor. My mom laughed when I told her." So the prosecution says there were a number of red flags. He was asking for help. And at the same time, the day of the shooting, even though they called 911, they realized that weapon was missing. They also say that Jennifer Crumbley texted her friend, "I wish there were warning signs. He's a good kid."
Oh, those are powerful, powerful words to read. Trevor, when will we see Jennifer testify, you think? And how about Ethan? Because as you and I have talked about, Ethan, when he was on trial, said, "My parents, I take sole responsibility for this."
Yes, and ultimately we're not going to hear that in this trial, Phil, because it's been established now that their son is not going to testify in this case. Jennifer Crumbley's defense attorney compelled him to testify. He'd already said that he was going to plead the Fifth. His attorneys had made that very clear. So the judge says we are not going to see the shooter testify in this trial. As for Jennifer Crumbley herself, who will almost certainly be the star witness in this case, that's going to happen, I would assume, as soon as done as the prosecution, as soon as they are done bringing all their witnesses here, which could take a few more days at least. It's certainly not going to happen today, but that's going to be the crux of this entire case. Jennifer Crumbley and these 4 involuntary manslaughter charges. Clearly, her defense team believes that she can present as this hyper-vigilant mother. That's what they've claimed that she is, and that she was blindsided by all these facts, and that the school were the ones that were caught off guard, even though they were trained professionals. But it is going to be a very difficult cross-examination, and Jennifer Crumbley's fate is likely going to hang on that testimony, Phil.
Eyes on this trial. All right, Trevor Ault, thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.